Hi, are you wondering what the real truth is for Naples, Florida real estate? Well, my name is Chris Alley. I'm a certified luxury home specialist here in Naples, Florida since the year 2000. And this week I'm going to go over what has happened in the last 7 days in Naples, Florida real estate so you can see what is really happening. I'm going to go over how many homes have sold, what the median price sales are, how many homes have went pending, how many have terminated, how many have lowered their price, and how many have raised their price. So let's take a look at the statistics. Here you can see that the median sales price is $621,500. You can see from this graph goes all the way back to January of 2025 that the median sales price was $554,000. You can see that there was a trend that it went down, and now at the beginning of 2026, it has started to go up again. So keep an eye on that, buyers and sellers. In the past 7 days, we've had 369 new listings in Naples, Florida. We've had 163 that have sold, and we will take a look at what you can get for the median sales price and also the most expensive home that is sold in Naples. There have been 55 homes that have terminated, 36 have expired, 34 are back on the market, 54 have extended their listing, 370 pending sales in the last 7 days. Wow, that's pretty impressive, especially from what you may have been hearing about the market cooling off. I'd say 370 sales in 1 week is pretty good. There have been 22 price increases, 555 price decreases. This is why things are selling, because the market is a buyer's market. Buyers are in Naples and they are buying properties. There have been 44 homes that have withdrew their home for the market. All right, let's take a look at what has actually sold in the past 7 days here in Naples, Florida. In the past 7 days, there's been 67 homes that have sold at or below the median sales price. So with 163 homes that have sold, that means more than half of the homes that have sold in Naples, Florida have been above the median sales price of the $621,000. But let's take a look at what you can get for the median sales price. Here we have a home located in Golden Gate Estates. It was originally listed for $635,000 and it sold for $620,000. It was 1,519 square foot under air, 3 bedrooms plus a den, 2 bathrooms. Homeowners Association fees are zero in this neighborhood, with the total tax bill being $5,837 for a year. So let's take a look at some of the photos. Here we are. You can see the front of the home it has the darker windows, and outside with the landscaping, a side load garage, a nice cleared lot located in Golden Gate Estates with a fence around it. Here is the front entry with a screened-in porch and double doors as your entry. This home also has impact doors and windows. Here we are with the floors that are porcelain with a nice big open floor plan to the kitchen and living room. Here is a nice shot of the dining room. Here is a lovely shot of the kitchen. Those bar stools do seem a little close. Here is the main bedroom. Here is the main bathroom. Here is the guest bathroom. Here is the den. Remember, this is a 3-bedroom and a den. Here's one of the other bedrooms, the other guest bathroom, and the other bedroom. Here is the laundry as it goes out towards the garage, and a lovely covered area where you can do entertaining and enjoy the Florida lifestyle outside. And this home has a wonderful, expansive pool area outside as well. All right, let's take a look at another one. This one is located in Oyster Bay. It was originally listed for $659,000 and it sold for $605,000. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath condominium, 1,835 square feet. This is located in Royal Harbor. Let's take a look at the Homeowners Association fees. The Homeowners Association fees yearly are $11,984, with the total tax bill only being $2,243. Let's take a look at some of these photos. Remember, this condominium is located in Royal Harbor, so to get your proximity of where you are, you can see that this is the third floor unit with a wonderful view of the bay. Here is the living room, open, has a nice view from the lanai. Here is a grand open view of the main living area with the front door in the background and stairs leading up. Here is a great open modern kitchen, light colors. Here is another shot of the kitchen. Here is the powder bath with a modern vanity that's been installed. Here is the upstairs bedroom that has a balcony to be able to look out among the... Here is the main bedroom, and you can look out at the view of the bay. Here is the view from the bay on the actual balcony. Here is one of the upstairs bathrooms. Here's the other bedroom upstairs. And the amazing outdoor area that has the swimming pool for the condominium. What a great condo. This condominium is located in Coquina Sands in the subdivision of Del Mar. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom condominium sold for $600,000, so above asking price of the $589,000. Let's take a look at the Homeowners Association fees. So the yearly fees for the Homeowners Association is $12,700, with the tax bill being $3,829 a year. Let's look at some of these photos. Wow, look at that view from here. Wow, look at that view from the lanai. That's great. And here's where the building is located, directly across the Gulf. You can see a more aerial version of exactly where it is. It's walking distance to the public park. Here is the living room, and it's very nicely decorated. Here is the kitchen with upgraded cabinets. This place has been remodeled, and it looks fantastic. What a wonderfully done area as the entry. What a wonderfully remodeled area as you enter this condominium and being able to walk right into the kitchen. And here's one of the rooms. Wow, it's really decorated in a coastal style. Here is the guest bathroom, very nicely in coastal. Here's one of the bathrooms, very nicely done, very coastal colors and upgraded and modern. And here's one of the other bedrooms with a couple 2-sleeper twin beds. And here's the other bathroom. Very nicely done condominium and a great deal for this customer. No wonder that it sold above asking price. And here's the swimming pool, just steps away from the Gulf that's outside of the condominium. All right, those 3 actually sold for below the median sales price of $621,000, but let's take a look at the most expensive home that sold in Naples, Florida this week. So this home was located in Park Shore. It's a penthouse condominium, originally listed for $27,500,000, and it sold for $26 million. This penthouse is complete with 5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, completely furnished, 12,135 square foot. That is square foot under air. So this is a pretty large place and an amazing residence in Park Shore. Let's take a look at the Homeowners Association fees of this condominium in Park Shore. $152,712 a year in association fees, with the tax bill being $88,302. Let's take a look at some photographs and see what do you get for all of this money. It's quite an amazing package. So here is the view of this building, and you can see that the penthouse is this area up here, 12,000 square foot, overlooks the Gulf. What an amazing view. Here is the view from the living room, and you can see from every room that you're able to see water. What an amazing view. This condo has some amazing designer details like this one shown here. Look at this great entertaining area in the living room. And the kitchen is done really nice. It has solid walnut cabinets, and you can see it has decorative antique mirrors here to reflect that light from the Gulf. Here is a private wine cellar area, a dining room table that actually sits 10 people so you can have several guests over. You can see here on the lanai, it's very open and it has glass railings so you can see the view of the Gulf and be able to enjoy your morning coffee or just an afternoon snack. Being able to work from home is not too bad when this is your office that looks over the Gulf. And here is one of the main bathrooms. Look at the architectural details that they have incorporated into this. Very quality craftsmanship. And you can see that the master suite has ample room for being able to sit, read a book, and just unwind before the evening ends. Here is another view from one of the guest rooms. And here is one of the other guest bathrooms. Look at that amazing room to be able to stay. Now, one thing about this room, your guests might stay a little bit longer. Look at the details and craftsmanship of this. Here is one of the powder rooms, and here is a nice theater room inside. The penthouse even has its own gym facility with an outdoor cooking area that is second to none. And that's right, there's a swimming pool up here. You were wondering, what does 26 million get you? It gets you this. And it gets you this. And it gets you this. That's right. That's the amazing condominium that sold in Naples, Florida for 26 million just in the past 7 days. So that's what's been happening in Naples, Florida in the last 7 days. And you can see by the statistics that there are some interesting numbers that are happening right now. I'm Chris Alley, certified luxury home specialist and Naples, Florida real estate agent since the year 2000. And in the details below, I have provided some free resources for buyers and sellers to download, and in the description below, I have provided some free resources for buyers and sellers. And in the description below, I have provided some free resources that you can download without any hitch to help you learn more about the market in Naples, Florida real estate. I would like for you to stick around and take a look at this next video. I know you're going to love it. Bye for now.